Alrighty then. Good morning, everyone. Once again, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
That also means you can hear me. So, let the games begin. Once again, remember the point system. If you have no response, you'll get 0 points. At least if you try something, you can either get 3 points or 6 points. And if you get your answer correctly, you will get 10 points. Lee said our microphone is not working also. So let's see. Let's hope that works out. That works out for her. Another thing. If there is a bonus question and you want to answer the question, so when I'm asking the question, like if I'm asking question 1, I'm going through the questions, I will call on persons to answer them. So you don't have to shout the answer or anything. I will call on you. Each person will get a fair turn to answer questions. But if there is a bonus question, I will not call on anyone. If you want to answer, you can unmute yourself and say your name. Don't say the answer because somebody else might steal your answer. Say your name so that I can decide who I want to choose to answer the question. Because if you shout the answer, I might not know who shouted the answer, and someone else might take your answer and they get the point. So if you want to be safe and keep your point, be smart. So let's see where we're at. So we're going to be starting with the first question. We're at chapter 3.1, homework, question 1. State the term that describes each of the following. So what is the term? Data that is sent from a user's computer to another computer in the network. What is the term that describes that action? We'll start with Kishun.
Sir, upload.
Upload. Okay. Let's see. Amelie, what do you say?
Upload as well.
Upload. Very good. So upload is the correct answer. Question 2. Question 1b. State the term that describes each of the following. Data that is received to a user's computer from another computer in the network. Amelie, you can answer this one.
Download.
Download. Let's get a random person to confirm that. Morano, what do you have for 1b?
Download, sir.
Good. So remember, even though we're playing a game, we're trying to score points, we still want to ensure that we have the correct answer to the questions and that we're learning. So download is the correct answer. Good. So our next question is 2b. Give 2 examples of using microwave signals. So the first person I call on is going to give me 1 example. Amina, what is 1 example of using microwave signals?
Sir, Wi-Fi connection.
Wi-Fi connection. I'm thinking about that answer. Give me a second. Yes, we'll accept that answer. Um, Anthony, another example of microwave signals.
Sir, I'm not sure about that one.
Not sure? So, no answer, or um, you don't want to give a try and say something?
No answer.
No answer. Anthony, Mosley. No, I'm going in order, so I'll tell you when it's your turn. Arifa, an example of microwave signals.
Sir, long distance communication.
Long distance communication. Long distance communication. Long distance communication. I think that should be half of an answer, because yes, it's used for long distance communication, but we're looking for the title, basically, or the name of the service or the function that would give us that long distance communication. But let's see. Muhammad. All right. One more. Beyonce. Still question 2. An example of microwave signals, of using microwave signals. Beyonce?
Sir, I'm not sure about that one.
Not sure. I don't know why you guys aren't even at least trying. But anyway. So, 2 examples of using microwave signals. Amina said Wi-Fi connection, and Arifa said long distance communication. Wi-Fi can work. Yes, Wi-Fi can work, but the long distance communication, the question was mostly asking of about what would that service be. So something like Wi-Fi, or maybe a mobile network, or a cellular network. So basically the service. So for those of you who don't have the answer to question 2, here are some of the correct answers that you can have. Mobile or cellular network. Mobile or cellular network. Paging systems. Paging systems. So mobile or cellular networks, that's 1. Paging systems is 2. And the last one, personal communication services. Personal communication services. I see Kennard is now joining us.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can satellite communication be an example of microwave signal?
Yes. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Satellite.
Sir, can wireless connection be one also?
What kind of wireless connection are you referring to?
Like Wi-Fi,
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
etc.
Wi-Fi is the correct answer. That's what Amina said.
Sir, Bluetooth?
Sir, could radios work too?
Radios. So the question is, give two example of using microwave signals. Yes. Yes, radios are a microwave signal. Yes, but remember the question going to be more in terms of computers and network. So you don't want to put answers outside of the area of computers and networks. So radios, yes, it uses microwave signals, but it might fall outside of that scope. But it all depends on how it's being used. Because sometimes you might use radios to communicate something, but I wouldn't put that as an answer, even though it is an answer. But it's how it relates to computers and networks. So like Wi-Fi, um, mobile networks, cellular networks, and so on. Basically, what is related to a satellite and what's related to computer network. What we would have looked at so far. All right, we're doing good so far. So let me look back at the score sheet. Good. So our next question number 3. Name two peripherals. Alright, give me a second. Yes. Name two peripheral devices that are usually connected to a network. Crystal, you'll give me all two.
Sir, computers and printers?
Computers and printers. Do you have anything else?
Sir, speakers?
Speakers. Anything else? What is the one there? All right, let's try Darrell.
Sir, can you hear me?
We didn't hear that, Darrell.
Sir, can you hear me?
We can hear you a little.
Sir, they can have graphics cards, microphones, loudspeakers, webcams, and digital
Here's what.
cameras,
Type two of your
computer
answers
mouses.
in the chat. You can mute yourself now. Yes, Daryl. Type two of your top answers in the chat. Keyboard and mouse. Two peripheral devices that are usually connected to a network. Daryl says keyboard and mouse. Emily, still at question 3. Two peripheral devices that are usually connected to a network.
Sir, a printer and scanner?
Printer and scanner. Any other device other than a printer you could think of? Emily?
Sir, a webcam?
Ryan, what did I say? Emily? Scanner and anything else you can think of? Or that's it?
A monitor?
Monitor. Okay. Alright, so the question is two peripheral devices that are usually connected to the network. So what are peripheral devices? A peripheral device is basically any device that is not inside of the CPU. So anything that is connected to the computer basically. So what are two peripheral devices that are connected to the network, that are usually connected? Printers and computers are usually connected to the network. A keyboard and mouse, Daryl would have said keyboard and mouse, those aren't connected to the network. They would be connected to the computer. They're not connected to the network. The computer is connected to the network. Remember, you're creating a network to access resources, to share information and data. So through the use of connecting the computer and the printer, that can work. Now, Emily said a scanner, and a scanner is a correct answer, but that's only one of the two peripheral devices. That's why I was asking her for another device. I didn't want her to use back printer. So actually, yeah, so a scanner is a correct answer. So you have three correct answers there. You have a printer, a computer, and a scanner. A scanner can be connected to the network so that, like for example, if you're in an office and you want to scan a document, you could scan it to any computer that is on the network that it may be connected to. Alright, so question 4. We're at Lee. So Lee, you can start typing. Explain what the following terms represent. A, WAN. What does it represent? Wide area network. Can you type in the meantime what is a wide area network? Or describe to us what is a wide area network. In the meantime, we'll get an answer to the next question while you type that. Explain the following terms, what they represent. B, LAN. Jonathan.
Sir, local area network.
Good. So what is a local area network? Can you describe it for me?
Sir, a local area network is a computer network that interconnects computers within a limited area.
Interconnects computers in a limited area. So how large is this limited area?
Sir, it could be a residence, a school, a laboratory, university, or office building.
Okay. Alright, going back to Lee's answer. So wide area network. A wide area network, one, is a large network of information that is not tied to a single location. So, Lee, can you type for us how large is this connection? How much of an area does it cover? Building, so on. So going back to what Jonathan said, he said a local area network for question B, which is correct, and he said that it would cover an office, but he also said a university, which would be incorrect. Because remember, university, they would have multiple buildings connected to each other. So in that
No,
case,
sir. A university campus. Sorry, not a whole university.
university campus and the university is still basically the same thing. Let me check something. A WAN can be spread over a single city or a country. Okay, we can come back to that. You see here? So, a MAN might therefore be owned and operated by a single organization, for example, university, accessed by students, and other associated organizations. So, basically, large, very large buildings, not large buildings, having multiple buildings will lead to a MAN network. Whereas a LAN would usually be within a building or within a room. A LAN would usually stay within a building or within a room. Whereas the WAN, as Lee mentioned, can cover a city, a country. It will cover a more larger area. So Jonathan and Lee, good. So the next question is C. Explain what's the following term. WLAN. That is going to be Cavani.
WLAN, what is known as wireless local area network.
Good. Can you tell us what does it cover? Can you describe it to us? What it is?
Sorry. It is a LAN that allows for connection between laptops and computers and
Can you go that back over for us? We didn't hear that clearly.
It's a wireless local area network that allows for connection between laptops and computers and remotes.
Good. So how are these devices connected?
So like through Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so your first part of the answer is correct. Wireless local area network. They are connected wirelessly, but it is not done through Bluetooth. It is done through the same microwave signals that you would use, for example, using Wi-Fi. So, if you think about it, Bluetooth would only allow you one device or maybe two devices the most to connect. But this is a wireless local area network. This is a network that is allowing multiple devices to connect to each other. So it has to be some sort of wireless service that will allow multiple persons. So the Wi-Fi that you have at home is an example of that. It's that wireless hotspot part of the network, you can see. Good. So the last one, question 4D. What is a MAN? Keziah actually remembered it.
LAN is a large network that is usually in a covers a large area, which is usually in a city or town.
Okay, so what does MAN stand for?
Sir, MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network.
Good. So could you go back over how large or describe this network for us?
Usually in a city or a town.
A city or a town? Okay. So, like, what's the coverage? The entire city? The entire town? How many buildings? How many, what? Any idea? Or just city or town?
Several buildings.
Could you go back over?
Around several buildings.
Several buildings? Okay. We'll accept that. So, a metropolitan area network, what you said is correct. It can cover a city or a town because, let's see, a city or a town. City or a town. Actually, no. It will not cover a city or a town. That's that case there, I think you'll be stepping into the wide area network because you're covering a much more larger distance. If you're gonna say a city or a town, you're in that case. If you think about how large Georgetown is, or how large a city or a town might be, it's a lot of buildings, it's a lot of companies, and if they were to all join together, then that's basically creating a wide area network. It's covering a large area. Um, Let me confirm that. Let me pull up the map to give you guys a reference. So if you guys want to take note of this, I think this would be helpful to you guys. It says that a metropolitan area network is a class of network which serves a large geographical area between 5 to 50 kilometers in range. So take note of that. I want to check the distance of Georgetown from that point to that point there. Choose starting location. That's where we can start from. Destination. That is about 5 kilometers, 50 kilometers. Okay. So your answer is correct. It can cover a city or a town because that would fall within that 5 to 50 kilometer. As I just checked Georgetown, and Georgetown is about 4 point something kilometer. But if you're gonna mention that it covers a city or a town, one thing that you need to remember is that this metropolitan area network, where is it? Right, the metropolitan area network is a metropolitan area network might therefore be owned and operated by a single organization, for instance, a university, and accessed by students in other organizations. So it's usually owned by a single organization. So if that organization, for example, has many buildings in the Georgetown area, let me show the map that I was looking at. So this here is Georgetown, and the metropolitan area can cover this area here. But if it's going to cover this area, it usually has to be for the same network, for the same organization. So say for example, if there's a company, if there's a building over here for one organization, there might be another building over here, and might be another building over here, could be another building somewhere over here, another one at the top here. And if they're all interconnected, then it is a metropolitan area network. But if it could be similar companies being joined together to communicate with each other, and it still would be a metropolitan area network. You guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so
Yes, sir.
that's it for the networks. So we're on to question 5 now. What is the name of a network that does not have a file server? Crystal Dan?
Sir, it's a peer-to-peer network.
Peer-to-peer network? Random?
Huh?
Yes. I heard your
Oh,
answer.
okay.
Let me see. Anthony, where are you? Anthony, what do you say? Question 5. No response from Anthony. Beyonce? Where's Beyonce? Is Beyonce here? Yes, Beyonce. What do you say for question 5?
Sir, peer-to-peer network.
Peer-to-peer network. Okay. So, a peer-to-peer network is the correct answer. A peer-to-peer network, each computer on that network, they are basically functioning as the file server. There's no file server on that network. Each peer on that network is functioning as the server. So question 6. Name 3 arrangements of a network. Liana, you can give me one network and you can describe the layout of that network, the arrangement of that network.
So the bus network, and it's a network where all the computers are in line.
They're inline. So how are they connected? I need you to be clear on that. How are they connected?
They're connected to one another.
Good. They're connected to one another. So that's what I wanted to hear. So bus network, that's one arrangement, and these computers are connected to each other. Good. The next one, let's see, Morano.
Yes, sir. Sir, it has the star network.
Good. Can you describe the configuration?
Sir, there's the hub in the center, and it is structured like in a star format. They're connected to one another.
Are you sure about that? They're connected to one another?
Well, no, sir. It's like they run to the hub, the center. The hub is in the center, and the computer are lined up in a star format,
So
and they run. So, like for example, if one computer is down, the others will still function the same. Whereas the other layouts or the other like bus than the other one, if one damage the other, they will have malfunction and those things.
Alright, very good, very good. So there's a central device, the hub, and they're all connected to that hub. Alright, so the next one, Pamela, the last network.
Start the circle and they're all connected to each other by a circle formation.
So, are you sure circle is the correct name?
Sir, it's the Sir, sorry, it's the ring.
So
It's connected in a circle formation.
So in your book, did you have circle or ring?
Sir, ring, but I just got confused with the circle formation and I said circle.
Okay. So how you said they are connected in this ring network?
Sir, in the round circle formation.
In a round circle formation. So the computers are in a circle. How are they connected?
Yes, sir, in a circle.
So you put the computers in a circle?
No, sir, they're connected to each other in a circle. They're connected to each other by cables and so they're
I just want to know how they are connected. Yes, they're in a circle, but how are they? You just place them in a circle? They playing a game and you put them in a circle, somebody stand up in the middle?
no, sir. Sir, they are connected to each other. And if one computer is disabled or not connected, the others cannot function.
Okay. Seems you have the correct line of thought, something like the correct line of thought. What was I going to say? Alright, question 7. So, question 7 we have, what is the term given to an area that offers internet over a WLAN? FULAN?
A NAN.
No, that is not correct. The term given to an area that offers internet over a WLAN. Ramona?
Sir, a hotspot.
Very good, a hotspot. So, remember, It's asking for the internet access over a WLAN. What is a WLAN? It is the wireless local area network. So how do you access over wireless local area network? Where is the term for that? It is called a hotspot. Alright, next question. Question 8. State the type of transmission for each of the following description. What is the type of transmission? A. Data can flow in only one direction. Robert? No, sorry, not Robert. Renesia.
Simple duplex.
Simple duplex. You sure that's the correct name? I'll give you another try. You actually have to combine the words together. Waddle?
Sorry, I forgot.
You forgot? Alright, I'm not sure what I should do. Should I give her, guys? What should I do?
So I give her.
What's the correct answer, Ryan?
Tingnan do panigurong, sir, simplex.
Simplex. So it's not simple duplex, it is simplex. That's what I was telling you. You just needed to combine the two words together. So the next one, B. Data can flow in both direction but only one direction at a time. Robert?
This is known as the half duplex.
Half duplex, good. Robert. Didn't LeBron join the class? Did he leave? He joined and left. Alright, so C. Data can be sent and received at the same time. Suraj. Oh, Ryan. No, wait, hold on. So I just had Robert. Ryan, you're up.
Sir, full duplex.
Full duplex, good. So, question 9. State the type of transmission media that describes each of the following. Uses wires to transmit data. So, what is the type of transmission media? Suraj. Suraj going once. Oh yeah, Suraj is typing. Cable media using twisted wires and fiber optic. Okay, we can accept that. Okay, so this, I want you guys to pay attention to this. So it's asking for the type of transmission media. Alright, let me get the second answer and then we come back to that. So the next person is Zamir. B. Transmits data over the air. What is the type of transmission media?
Wireless media.
Wireless media. That's correct. So give us some examples. Zamir?
Sir, radio signal. Sir, radio, cellular, microwaves, communication satellites.
Okay, we can accept that. Alright, so yes, we were looking at this question here. Types of transmission media. Now notice it's asking for the type of transmission media. It's not asking for examples of the media or forms of the media. So it's asking for the type. There's only two type. Not there is only two type, but we only have two type that we're going to be using. Two types of transmission media. For the wired to transmit data, that is the cable media, and transmit data through the air, that is wireless media. So the type of transmission media is cable media and wireless media. It's not asking for the example. So did anyone not answer who is here? I think everyone got a chance who was here. So should I make question 10 a bonus question?
If you want to, sir.
If I want to?
Yes, sir.
Seems you are ready.
Yes, sir. Make it a bonus question.
Alright, we can make it a bonus question. Let me see. Remember, you're not shouting the answer. I will decide who gets to. What you can do. Let's see. Well, I guess it'd be unfair if you do that. Indicate if you want to answer the question, and I the
Sir, I
time.
would like to answer the question.
So I won't answer.
Answer the question,
Sir,
sir.
I would like to answer the question.
I didn't even ask the question. I should just give a random question right now. Let's see. I'm gonna give it to someone who didn't get a correct answer, so that we can help that person out. I think you guys wouldn't mind with that. But then, if it's a bonus question and that person got 0, it won't make much sense, because if you multiply 0, you won't get anything still. So I'm gonna use it as a question for those who has no points, basically. So we're gonna go back to Fulan. Fulan, the question 10 is to you. What is the name given to a network that is private to a business?
Sir, it's Fulan, and the answer is an extranet network.
An extranet? How do you pronounce your name?
Sorry, sir. An intranet. I-N. Fulan.
So did I not say Fulan?
Sir, Fulan, you don't pronounce.
Sir, you said
P,
Fulan.
Fulan.
Oh, Poo.
Yes, sir. And the answer is an intranet network.
But isn't PH Foo?
Yes, sir. I don't know. Please don't question me. I don't know myself.
Sir, when certain people give their child their name, you do not question the pronunciation.
Yeah, but PH is F though.
I
Exactly.
know, but please don't question me. It's not me. I don't know myself.
So our name right now should just be Crisis.
So Fulan said extranet.
No, sir. That's intranet.
Intranet. So intranet is correct. So the name given to a network that is private to a business, that is an intranet. Let me see who else we can save. Alright. So Daryl, you're the only one other than Anthony. I already asked Anthony a question. He didn't respond. So I guess the next question will go to you. Daryl, are you ready? VPN. Daryl, you don't get the question wrong. Daryl, are you ready for the question? Where is Daryl? Okay, so the question is, what is the name of the network that you would use to connect to the internet? Going once. Going twice.
Sir, please repeat.
The question is, what is the name of the network you would use to connect to a private network of a business? Simon looking up the answer, and then she's gonna text it.
The answer.
We're waiting on Daryl, and Daryl's taking forever. So it seems Daryl doesn't want to answer this one. Who's messaging me? And Daryl does not have it. Alright, I'm going to assign you guys a random number, and based on that random number, that's how I'm going to decide who gets the bonus question, who gets to answer this question and get the bonus. So random number generator. See, this is why random number generator. So we have about 25 students in the class. Thank you, Lee, for spoiling the bonus question. I guess we no longer have a bonus question because Lee gave away the answer. So that's the end of the show, guys. Come back next week. So I hope you guys learned from the questions today. I told you guys from the beginning, you don't say the answers because other people can use the answers. Why would you want to say the answer, Lee? Even if you're asking a question, why would you want to say it back? Why would you want to attempt the question and the question wasn't even given to anyone? Anyway, so that's the end of our homework. Next week we're going to be starting 3.2, and we're going to do something similar for 3.2's homework. So did you guys enjoy today's class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Gratitude is a must.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, sir.